Hello there, and welcome to episode 47 of From Then to Now, the TEW 2027. We take the World Wrestling Federation from 1992 all the way up to the modern day. We have got the final episode of Superstars for October tonight. I think it's going to be a fun show. We've got a main event of The Undertaker versus Yokozuna. A big match. We've got another open challenge from Cactus Jack, and the final matches of our 1992 Tag League. I'm excited, and I hope you guys are too. Let's get into this. We're in the southeast for this show, the Thompson Boiling Arena. We haven't been here since July, so we thought we'd come back as we were in a neighbouring location last week. 21,678 people. I think we should be able to... I don't know if we will fill it, but it'll be interesting to see. Let's get into this show. And the show kicks off with, once again, Vince McMahon coming out and announcing the opening match is a television title open challenge. Cactus Jack comes out, does his promo about how last week Anita took him to a draw. And you know what? He's happy. Anita was a good fight, and he's ready for someone else now. But he is answered by Tenryu, again, who brings out, again, Anita. Once again, Anita is answering Cactus Jack's open challenge. And Jack just looks annoyed. He's just like, hold on, no. We fought last week. The whole point of this open challenge is I'm supposed to be fighting different people. And Tenryu responds, but you didn't beat him. If you'd beaten him, then yes, I'd understand. We moved to the back of the line. You didn't beat Anita, because you can't beat Anita. Ashutsi Anita is the hardcore icon. You don't stand a chance, Cactus. And Cactus in the end goes, oh, fuck it. Fine, I'll fight you. Gets 73 promo and a 75 match, and it goes to a double disqualification. So 2 weeks in a row, it goes to a draw between Cactus and Anita. Pretty good stuff. Like, Anita is proving his worth in these fights. Like, we'll say it's a similar thing to last week. They ended up brawling to the outside. The referees, giving a little more discretion this week, but they just decide to keep going, and they throw each other into a pile of chairs, and out of instinct they both just grab the chairs and whack each other with them. And the referee just calls for the bell. They keep brawling, they keep fighting all the way to the back, which I believe, yeah, we go. They keep brawling, and we get a couple of aging out. Like fighting each other, it seems. It's a 73 rating. Good stuff. Kaiji Muto gets a little bit of a showcase match here against Matt Hardy, who's just been brought in on a jobber's deal. And Muta apparently would be better off without Jim Cornette, so that's always great when you try and put a pairing together and it just does not work. But Muta gets a 70, which is great. He picks up the win. It's a pretty simple match. You see him with his kicks, all of that. And yeah, he ends up hitting the big moonsault for the win. 47 rating. Yeah, Moot was making the point. He thinks he'll be better off without Jim Cornette as his manager. Now we just need to work out how the fuck we get that story working. So then Cornette comes out and actually does talking for Muta, hyping up Muta versus the British Bulldog, teasing the Bulldog. Bulldog, you have never seen anything like you're going to see on Saturday. Good luck. It's a 70 rating though, it's a good stuff. Jim Cornette's a great promo, it's why I put him with Muta in the first place, but they don't fucking work. Which is always great news. We'll then quickly get a backstage segment with Jack Tunney, and he's with Steve Williams, and he pretty much announces that yes, due to medical issues, the Miracle Violence Connection are unable to compete tonight. Therefore, Hackarian And there we go, with the master of the return to booking screen, Money Inc. win the Tag League finals, technically. If we just ignore them. If we just cover those up. Money Inc. win the Tag Leagues. Because I was stupid with this and forgot to put the title on the line. Oh, and when you get to the end screen, I will show you that I was even more stupid than this again. We get a Bob Backlund in interview because it's the last week of October, which means next week is roughly when the American public went to the polls in 1992. So we're just saying that next week will be polling day. Next episode of Superstars will be on polling day. Go out and vote. Vote Backlund. He's just basically doing a bit of campaigning throughout the city. We'll do it in where we are in Nashville. And he's going around Nashville, he's campaigning, he's talking to people. He's saying, get out and vote. And most people have no clue who he is. It's funny, that's part of the comedy. He's just a rambling old man. It's a 50 rating. We then get coming out, Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Dusty Rhodes, and the Ultimate Warrior. And they discussed last week. We went into Jack Tunney's office and we sat in there for a while. And we discussed where we wanted to go in the future. And well, we know now. In my hands, this is Hogan doing most of the talking here, I hold a contract for a Survivor Series match. 4 of us. Hulk Hogan, Randy Savage, Dusty Rhodes, and the Ultimate Warrior. Against the Horsemen. Now, of course, Ric Flair's busy that night. So good luck finding a friend. Randy grabs the mic and he says, Horsemen, you have made our lives hell. Oh yeah, and for Dusty, hell, a lot longer than a year. And this is it. This is the end of it all. We end this here. It's us versus you, 4-on-4. Last men standing. Dusty grabs the mic. Ric Flair, me and you have gone back for years, as Randy said. And there's always been the question of, are we destined to do it forever? No, I don't think we are. Because yes, this has to come to an end. And it will end at Survivor Series. Warrior does a ramble because I'm terrible at trying to work out what Warrior would say. Gets a 93. Great stuff. On we move. To Shawn Michaels versus Barry Horowitz. And it took interference. But Barry Horowitz loses to a sweet chin music after Mr. Perfect attacks Horowitz behind the referee's back. I don't know what he attacks. He probably does, yeah. Shawn Michaels, like, there'll be a ref bump. Perfect hits the Perfect Plex. Holds him up for one sweet chin music. When the referee's getting back to his feet, Shawn Michaels tunes up the band. Second sweet chin music. 1, 2, 3. I mean, boy, does that keep Barry Horowitz strong. But it's a 74. As unfortunately, Shawn Michaels had to win here. Ric Flair now comes out on commentary for the main event, which is obviously Yokozuna versus The Undertaker. Gets a 74 rating, and what does the main event get? A 77. Had lack of psychology, which is a little disappointing. But Yokozuna picks up the win in just over 20 minutes with the Banzai drop. Gets a 77 rating, 84 for Taker, 58 for Yokozuna. Yokozuna wins. Undertaker actually didn't complain about this at all. Which I know they're friends, but I honestly expected him to complain a little bit more. And yet, Flair's on commentary, watching this match, and throughout the entire thing, you just hear Flair getting a little less and less confident. Like, this is a tough man, The Undertaker is. And Yokozuna is beating him comfortably. And as the match gets longer and longer, you hear Flair getting less and less confident. Until finally, the monster Yokozuna puts down The Undertaker with that Banzai drop. And you just hear Flair, shut up. The Undertaker's sternum gets crushed under the weight of Yokozuna. He just sits there as the 3 count happens. And then he just stands up. Mr. Fuji comes in, hands him the WWF World title. And Yokozuna just leans over the ropes towards the announce table and lifts the title above his head, taunting Flair. It's a 77 rating. I'm happy with that. What do we get overall? 79. Now, if you look in this middle bit here, you'll see what my little fuck up was. Yeah, so I accidentally made the Tag League a singles title. So I went to do the Money Inc. versus 2 jobbers, Bob Bradley and Chris Walker. But I'd made it a singles title, so IRS accidentally won it on his own. So I had to go back out and reset it to create a new one for a Tag League. Well, whatever we've now got a title with, I think it was Ted DiBiase actually, as an inaugural champion. But what did you guys think of this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. I always love to hear your feedback. Leave a thumbs up if you enjoyed this and subscribe as we head towards the end of Season 1. I'll see you later. Goodbye.